Hello everyone, GuardianE here with another summon video in the global version of Destiny Child, and here we have the all-new Ragna Break Season 14 Endless Valentine. Right in time for Valentine's Day, and it features a new version of Serket and a new version of Sytry. As you can see, they have donned their maid attire up there. You can secure guaranteed a total of 3 copies of Serket for free, 1 through the Ragna missions. As you can see here, just completing 39 of the Ragna missions will net you Serket for free. And then in the raid shop itself, you get 1 copy as a final reward for the first inventory of the Ragna shop, and then also 1 for the 5th reset at the end there that you can see. So that's a total of a guaranteed +2, in addition to any copies you might be able to get through the course of any lucky platinum chest drops. So not bad. Now Fancy Sytry, on the other hand, we do have to summon for, so that is what we're going to be doing today. I love me some Sytry. Not gonna pass up the chance of getting a guaranteed copy here. And of course, as per usual, there is the 15 multi-pity sparking mileage system, so you are guaranteed to get her up to 15 multis. Looks like with the reset, we are getting free multis as well. I don't know if this is every day or I'm not sure. But you know what? Let's just go ahead and redeem this one. Why not? Might as well. Sytry should actually be in this pool too. She's just not going to be rated up. Now, naturally on the... Actually, let's skip this. Oh, we are getting a 5-star. Okay. Starting things off strong today. And that is going to be a werewolf. Certainly don't need her because I have her +6. But at the same time, getting additional loose copies of native 5-stars is always useful in this game. So I will take that. Especially free. Can't complain about that. Alright, well let's begin summoning for Fancy Sytry. Let's get right into it. First multi, we will watch this one through, and then we will alternate skipping the entire animation and going through one at a time. Of course, if we do skip the animation, it will cut immediately to a 5-star, if that is the case. So let's, fingers crossed. What I am again hoping for is that we get up to 5 multis, and that way I can also secure myself a copy of Sytry's spa skin. There are certain units in this game where they really love them, and they really dish out a lot of versions. Like Lita is one. Like we just got a version of Lita not too long ago, and I love Lita, so no qualms with that. And Sytry's another one where we've gotten. Is this the 3rd version of Sytry? Of course, we have a ton of versions of Mona and Lisa and Davi, but you know those are kind of the big 3, so you would kind of expect that. Alright, so nothing on the first multi, unfortunately. Nothing too useful. Just going to be Onyx for me. Let's go into the next multi, and we will skip this one. Okay, starting off with a 4-star, though, at least. Yeah, and that's going to be a Morrigan. Okay, and let's skip. Alright, so anything worth looking at here? Atropos, Morgana, some nice 3 and 4 stars, but again, nothing that I need. So let's go into multi 3. Now, I know Maid Sytry, or Fancy Sytry here, was she's different. She's nerfed a bit. Hey, Lita. She's nerfed a bit in this version of the game versus, I think, her original Korean version. I think, as I understand it, her original Korean version was pretty busted overall, and really useful in pretty much like all game modes. Really, really strong. I haven't fully looked into that. I know that she isn't quite as strong here, although she is powerful. So it's a little bit of a bummer, I guess. I don't necessarily have a huge problem with that, especially if they identify certain balancing issues from the Korean version and then decide to adjust them. Because I don't have a huge issue with diversifying or specializing certain units for different modes where they excel. I don't think that's a real problem, because that does encourage you to use different units, and you know, there's not, like, I would say there's not a huge issue of power creep in Destiny Child. Obviously, you know, whales are going to whale, and they're going to be, you know, very, very, very strong, especially with the whole ignition system. But at the same time, you know, outside of PvP, which quite frankly is a small part of this game, you don't really need to compete that hard with the rankings in order to get like all of the rewards. So it's not really a huge deal for me. I think a lot of, again, still like year 1 units are still pretty strong here. Alright, so we're going to skip. Okay, alright, nothing there. That is okay. That's alright. Idune, when are we gonna get another version of Idune? I think she looks great. Let's see, another Atropos. Okay. So this is gonna be multi 5? So I think we are guaranteed the spa skin then, which is awesome. I am totally alright with that. And like I am willing to go, I am willing to go up to the 15 multis for Sytry. The last version of Sytry was PvP based. Swimsuit Sytry, who was available in the House of Reincarnation. We haven't gotten a House of Reincarnation exclusive unit in a long time, and that's something that we see more on Global. I don't think they really do that on the Korean version of the game. So love it or hate it, you know, that's often what we have to deal with. And that's why I have all of these 5-star tickets, and I keep the 5 stars around, just because you never know when a very clutch, amazing child is going to be introduced into House of Reincarnation, and that's the only way you're going to get her. And so you need to burn those 5 stars. Alright, so I would also love multiple copies of Maid Sytry, like, for sure. But, and we haven't gotten one of those in a long time. Like a multi where you've gotten multiple of the focus banner unit. Alright, so we're going to skip here. Alright, so unfortunately, still not hitting our mark here. That's a little rough. Okay, alright. It's alright. So yeah, as I understand it, this Sytry is probably not like best in slot for all game modes, but I think she is supposed to be still very strong. Okay, there we go. Nice. Excelente. There we go. There is Fancy Sytry. And she looks so beautiful. I love the design of Sytry in general. She has kind of evolved over time, I'll say. And I certainly love this version of her. She looks great. What do you think, Mr. Demon? How are my candy, chocolates, and maid outfit? Bellissimo. Absolutely fantastic. That's awesome. And it's early enough in the multi where we do have a chance of getting another one, potentially. So let's, fingers crossed. That would be awesome if we could. Naturally, she is going to be a strong fit for the Ragna Break itself. And towards the end of the video, I will show my Ragna team, I guess, that I'm going to be using for... Oh, yes, we are getting another one! Oh, that's awesome! That is so great! I was just talking about how I'm kind of bummed out we haven't gotten, you know, a 2-in-1 or a 3-in-1 in a long time. So that's awesome. That's very exciting. And for a unit that I was actually very excited for, so that's great. Alright. Can we get a 3-in-1? I'm not going to be greedy. It doesn't matter. We got 2-in-1, which is absolutely awesome. And the spa skin to boot, which is amazing. So yeah, here's Sytry. Look at those cat ears and the little cat tail too. Very, very cute. And we're going to be building her up for the Ragna since she is a natural fit there. That's great. So at this point, we'll jump into showing off each of the units as well as their skills, and then also show off the Ragna team that I will be mostly using for the event, at least in the interim as of right now as I'm making adjustments. Alright, well, let's check out both of these new units in the archive. First up, we have the Ragna boss herself, Anxious Serket. She is a water attacker. Could you show me what love is? Serket takes her name from an ancient Egyptian goddess of healing. She was the wandering soul of a demon who lost both her body and memories. That is, until she was reborn upon melding with a fragment of desire that was latched to Sytry's clothing, and being showered with a love potion. Perhaps this is why she is always seeking to learn what love is. We can take a look at her skills here. So again, she is a water attacker. A Loving Kiss is damage to one enemy. If target has a guard buff, 70% chance to nullify guard buff for 8 seconds. Seems pretty niche. My Love for the slide, damage 3 times, so it's a 3-hit slide, 400 bonus damage to one enemy. Inflicts poison. Deals 700 damage each time the target acts. Yep, okay. To 2 enemies for 3 turns. Okay, that's fine. Dear Sister, 4 random enemies, 80% chance to remove 1 buff, and leader skill, slide skill final blow plus 18% for water type allies. She seems okay. She doesn't seem exceptional or anything like that. I could be wrong, but just my first reading of this, she doesn't seem crazy or anything. I don't know what her ignition is going to be like, if she even has an ignition, I'm not entirely sure, but let's check out her drive skill preview. Dear Sister. Oh, I love the little ear twitches. It's super cute. And she's got a heart diamond that she's reaching up for. Oh, okay. That's it. Oh, it's fine. I always like it when they actually do show the character in the drive skill, because oftentimes that doesn't end up happening. So I always appreciate that. But she's got a really cute design. Obviously, the maid design is super adorable. She's got the cat ears and the cat tail sticking out from underneath. And she does a little... It looks like she does a little paw swipe, kind of, with her one hand. Seems like she's got some penny loafers and some dark stockings. I do like the curls in her hair, very cute. Love the bell along with the blue flower that kind of breaks up all of the brown. She has these bright yellow eyes and adorable flush to her cheeks. Overall, her skin has a darker complexion, which I think looks really nice in contrast, certainly to the white of the maid outfit itself. And the maid outfit does have a backless design, which I certainly always appreciate. I think that's often an underappreciated and underrepresented aspect of female character design. But you can definitely see the contours and the shading of her back. Very, very nice. But yeah, she looks great, and especially when paired with Maid Sytry here. So what do you think, Mr. Demon? How are my candy, chocolates, and maid outfit? Sytry is a child who wishes to be loved by Master. She's tried many things, but nothing has succeeded. This time, she believed a post on a certain website and tried to win his heart with a maid outfit, candy, and chocolates. Well, that's a surefire recipe to win the heart of most individuals, I will say that much. Let's check out her skills. So we've got, alright, Candy Kiss, which is her tap, skill gauge plus 18% for 2 allies. Okay, her slide, alright, her slide skill, Romantic Love. Slide skill damage plus 40%, skill gauge charge amount, 45% for 3 wood type allies, highest attack for 16 seconds. In Raid, 70% chance to grant Time Twist, removes all of target's time-based debuffs, skill gauge charge speed plus 40% to 3 allies with time-based debuff. And it sounds really, really strong for raids. Naturally, she is going to be a prime pick for this particular Ragna boss. Lovely Sister for the drive, deals damage to 3 random enemies, slide skill cooldown -2 for 3 wood type allies, highest attack priority for 3 turns, and drive gauge plus 150 for up to 5 wood type allies. Yeah, that's definitely not bad, not bad. Leader skill, skill gauge charge amount plus 15% for wood type allies, and then in raids, the amount is an additional plus 10% to that. So it certainly seems like she is going to be an absolute killer in raids, and that's really where her specialty is going to be. That means she's going to be a shoo-in for basically any water raids in the future. So she's going to be a very strong component to any of those teams. Let's see her drive skill preview. Lovely Sister. Right. And so we're going to see the other side, I guess, of this drive skill from Sytry's perspective. So again, I really like when they do focus in, or you get to see some element of the character themselves in the drive, so it's really nice overall. So we can take a closer look at Sytry. Naturally, she's got these 2 little Neckos off to the side here that are kind of playing. It's very cute. This one has a little ribbon around its tail and a little, looks like a flower on its head. And then Sytry herself is absolutely stunning in this maid outfit that's just struggling to contain her curves. She's got the twin tails with the long tresses of gorgeous hair sprawling out underneath her. Now, of course, she also has the cat tail and the cat ears. She's got these roses adorning her head, but they are a brown color, which kind of falls in line with the whole Valentines and chocolate theme that they've got going for her. I definitely appreciate the little cat's bell and the bow around her neck. Very, very cute elements and components to the entire ensemble. The striped nature of the outfit itself just further accentuates the contours of her body. It's very, very nice and very complimenting. So, yeah, love Sytry's. I mean, Sytry is always... They're always on point with the art for Sytry, and this is no exception, so definitely happy to have her. So I think at this point we're just going to jump into my team composition for the Ragna Break as it currently is, just so you can see an example of a team and build one based off of that. So this is the team that I am currently using for the Ragna Break Season 14. For anybody that's looking for some assistance and some alternates and other units that they may want to substitute, definitely check out the Destiny Child Global subreddit, Toxic Ways and Crybaby and all of the moderators, and certainly the Discord team itself. They all put together an amazing pictograph and a guide for the Ragna Break if you're looking for certain characters that you want to use. Absolutely an amazing resource, so shout out to those guys. But mostly what we have here is Siren as my primary attacker. She is going to be a tap attacker. You can see the Soul Carta and the accessories and armor and weapon that I have on her, but she's going to be dealing obviously the brunt of the damage, and the rest of the team is going to be suited to supporting her. So naturally, to support her, we have Bikini Lisa here. You can see her kit and skills right there. We also have Newbie Mona, of course, an amazing, amazing unit and a huge asset to any team. And so those are her skills as well. We, of course, have the new pickup of Maid Sytry, and you can see her stats and skills there as well. And we have Neptune rounding it out, who is not only going to be acting as support to increase the damage and the speed of the team, but also provide some sustain. So she's basically going to be serving as the healer, more or less, and those are her stats and skills as well. The leader is going to be Maid Sytry. Her leader buff, as we talked about, is going to provide a nice skill gauge charge amount of plus 25% to wood-type allies, because this is going to be a raid. And if we take a look at the skill queue, we have everybody as slide except for Siren, who is going to be tapping. And you can see the drive order that I've got here is starting off with Maid Sytry, then Newbie Mona, and then finally ending things off with Bikini Lisa to provide a nice damage boost and a tap boost as you're going into the fever time. So this is the overall team composition and what I'm rocking. I still have some time to play around with these a little bit. Neptune, since she is the sustain, I could technically swap her out for like Pantheon for extra crit and crit damage. That's certainly an option. But yeah, I mean, more or less, this is doing pretty well. I'll have up on the side there just a demonstration fight with this team so you can see how it runs. And of course, it's going to be based on your equipment and everything else too. But this is a pretty solid team. It does okay. So I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Let me know in the comments below if you decided to summon for Maid Sytry. I wish you the best of luck. Hope you got all of the uncaps that you were looking for. Certainly let me know how you did in the comments below. Let me know how your team's going for the Ragna Break. If you have made alterations, if you have any suggestions for me to change my team, certainly appreciate that as well. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Destiny Child global content. And thank you all so much for watching, for taking time out of your day to spend with us. We really, really do appreciate it. Certainly hoping you're all staying safe, healthy, secure, and united out there, and wishing the very, very best for you, your family, and your friends. And until next time, let's keep on slacking.